Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to Horizon Forbidden West. Let's continue from the previous video. Here we have some fast loading times. Okay, we need to do the main quest, the embassy, go to the Barren Light, and it's optional to override a charger. Then when I go into my quest, I see we have some side quests to do. We have the Twilight Pot. And we have some errands to do. It's a learning machine strike. Let's check the map out. Okay, let's do this machine strike. I mean, let's just check it out. It's just like an errand to do. It's not part of even the main quest or the side quest. Yeah, but let's check it out. Okay, we're right there. Somewhere inside, somewhere down. Yeah, it's inside, but somewhere down we need to go from last time. Okay, somewhere, it's right here, yeah. Yep, it's here.
Hey, Ray. Oh,
let's
you
check it out.
Play, Ray?
Okay, we have a beginner's tutorial. Let's check this out. Start the tutorial.
All right, let's start
Okay.
off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner?
Yeah.
That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health. Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. And remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder. Gotta move that machine forward. Move that machine forward. It's all part of the learning process. Just need to, move that machine forward, Red.
Yeah, we heard you. We moved it forward.
Gotta move that machine forward.
Forward as in here.
Move that machine forward. It's all part of the learning process. Just need to, move that machine forward, Red. Easy enough, huh?
We
Now,
did this just now.
you get to move 2
Didn't
machines
work.
each round. So go ahead and pick a second machine.
Okay. Let's pick this machine.
Just need to,
Let's need to move it forward.
move
Yeah,
that
we know,
machine
we know.
forward, Red.
Okay, let's do the same thing.
Perfect.
Right.
There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn. We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece close enough to attack one of my... When performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat power against the opponent's. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power. And your current machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the two machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine. Did you get all that?
Yeah, we
Knew
got
you were
that.
a smart one. Finish up by attacking my machine. Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second machine of yours. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now so you can see what I mean. That's about it for your turn then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine. Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack a second time. And by the look of your machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your piece to defeat mine. But sometimes that can be a good thing. Overcharge your machine to attack mine a second time, and I'll show you what I mean. Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces. That means you're the winner! That wasn't so hard, was it? Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or two.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor, though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. You know, I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players.
To the claim!
Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I've got plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
Okay, that wasn't so bad. It was actually a fun game. Well, that was just a tutorial, so we're definitely gonna win. Okay, so the next one is machine types and skills tutorial. Let's check it out.
Ah, I knew you'd take to the game. Why don't I tell you a bit more about the pieces we used to play? In a normal game, you get to choose which machines you place on the board. Each one is worth a certain number of setup points, and you can spend up to 10 assembling your army. Knowing what each machine brings to the game and building an army that matches your strategy is the key to becoming a machine strike master. When assembling your army, there are a few things to keep in mind. First and foremost, you can never have more than 4 of the same machine on the board at the same time. With that in mind, most players would choose machines based on how far they can move or how much attack power they have. But a real strike player will be looking at a machine's type and skills. Let's take a quick look, shall we? Pick up that machine on your left. All right, let's talk about the different ways in which a machine attacks its opponents. In other words, its machine type. If you look at your notes, you'll see this machine here is a melee type. You can also tell by the shape of the base the piece stands on. A melee type machine attacks the first enemy within range, and no one else. We've seen this plenty of times, so just move that piece forward so I can show you some more stuff. Great, now grab your other machine. Looks like we've got ourselves a gunner type. This means they'll only hit the farthest enemy in their attack range. Let's move that machine forward and end your turn so we can take a look at the rest of the piece. Let's go with this piece first. This is a ram type machine. Attack an enemy with it and it'll push the piece backwards. Like this. See, now my machine has taken over your machine's spot on the board. This is a great way to take the advantage away from your opponent if they have the higher ground. Looks like we have one more piece to look at. Now this is a beauty of a piece, a dash type machine. When it attacks, it'll move to the end of its attack range and damage every machine in its path, including your own. So make sure you take a good look at the board before you send it off to the races. You should also make sure it's able to finish its attack on an empty spot. Otherwise, you won't be able to attack at all. Here, I'll show you. Look, it even rotated your piece. A nifty little piece you'll definitely want in your set. If you look at your notes, you'll notice this particular machine has one of the skills I mentioned before. There's quite a few of those, and we haven't even looked at all the machine types yet. But I'm pretty sure you've got more important things to do, so I made you a list. It's got all the tips and tricks we talked about, too. I think that about does it for now, so if you want to play a real game, just let me know. Here for more tips. How about this time I tell you how to use a board's terrain to your advantage? This one's got all the different terrains you can encounter in a game of Strike. Knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Terrain mainly affects your machine's combat power. As you know, when fighting an opponent's machine, you compare its combat power to yours. The higher your machine's combat power, the more damage you can do. So finding the right terrain is an essential strategy for overpowering your opponent. Here, I'll show you. Grab that piece to your left and move to attack my machines. Now let's take combat power is the sum of a machine's attack power and the value of the terrain it's standing on. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's also standing on forest terrain with a value of 1 point. Add those together, and your machine has 3 points of combat power. My machine is standing on grassland terrain with a value of 0 points. It's also not attacking, which means their attack points aren't in play. So my combat power is 0. This means your machine can do 3 points of damage. Go ahead and test it out. There you go. Now, choosing the right terrain doesn't just improve your offense. It can also help defend your machines from attack. Grab your other piece and place it in front of my second machine. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's standing on grassland terrain. This terrain has a value of 0. This means your machine's combat power adds up to 2 points. My machine can't use their attack power since they're defending their position. But they have the higher ground. They're standing on forest terrain, which is worth 1 point. This means my combat power adds up to 1 point. Now, the front of my machine is colored blue. This means that the spot you're about to attack has armor protecting it, which means my machine gets an extra point, giving it a total of 2 combat power points. If we compare the combat power of both machines, you'll see that you won't be able to do any damage. Whenever you're unable to top an opponent's combat power, you can still choose to attack and break their machine's defenses instead. Go ahead, try it out and see what happens. Ha! See? When you break a machine's defenses, you can knock it backwards. Sure, both our machines will receive 1 point of damage, but knocking my machine off that terrain makes it more vulnerable to attacks. Not only that, if my machine had been blocked from moving backwards, it would have received an extra point of damage. And if my machine had been blocked by another one of my pieces, that machine would have received damage as well. That's why breaking a machine's defenses is a great way to deal damage to several pieces at once. Useful, right? Okay, now go ahead and end your turn. There's still one more thing I want. All right, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, the more it'll add to your machine's combat power. However, there are 2 other terrains that work a little differently. This is what we call a chasm. Only flying machines can be placed on those. But it'll take away 2 combat points if you do, so be wary. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away 1 combat power point from most machines. It'll also keep your machine from moving for the rest of the turn. Here, let me show you. Grab that machine on your left. See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can overcharge your machine to get out of there. You can still attack any nearby enemies so you're not completely helpless. Well, I think that's enough yammering from me for now. Promise it'll all come in handy next time you play.
Okay, so we finished that tutorial. Now we got the challenges to do. So guys, don't laugh if I don't do this. I mean, we'll keep trying, but if it just takes too long, then we just gonna leave it there till we finish other stuff like the main quest, side quest, and we'll probably come back to this later. But let's just give it a try. You never know. I'm sure we can do it.
This is gonna be fun.
Hope it's gonna be fun.
That's it for me. My turn.
Okay, seems interesting.
Your move, Red.
Right. Hope I know what I'm doing. Okay, I kind of
Okay,
did something there.
Let's see.
Oh no, that was a bad one.
Ah, down to one piece. I might win this thing.
Oh guys, we totally suck at this.
Guess luck's not on your side
Damn,
today,
we
Red.
totally suck at this. Okay, let's give it a retry.
Let's do this.
Like I said, if we end up winning, we're gonna do something else. Okay, let's try something different.
I'm up. Your turn. Time to get serious. You're up, Red.
Alright, we can attack this guy and I'm hoping we're gonna defeat him. Okay, not what I expected. But anyways. Let's attack him. Let's take him out.
Just one piece left.
Yeah,
That's your
we
devil's
can do
forge.
it. Okay.
Well, that's done now.
Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Time
right.
to make my move. That's the game. You up for a rematch?
Okay,
Let's
let me try
play.
this. Don't worry, we don't give up so easily. We're going to do this till we figure this out. And if any of you guys playing this out there, if you have any tips, please don't forget to comment there and maybe you can help me to understand this more better. But if you figure this out and any of you guys have any problems out there playing this part of the game, then yeah, just watch my video and that'll be a big help.
Okay, let's see. Board's all yours.
We need to do this. We have to do this. Yeah, we have to do it.
My turn. That's it for me. I'm up.
Whoa. Okay,
Gotta say,
watch
your
yourself
odds
in
aren't
there.
Good, Red. That was brutal. Time to make my move. Your move, Red. Oh, I
Oh,
thought I
yes.
had that one.
Oh yes, we did it. That's how you do it, guys. Okay, well that was easy. Okay, now we're gonna go medium. I think this might take a
Here
while,
we go.
but let's give it a try.
You're up, Red. Time to get serious. One less piece on the board. Hey! Oh, that was the perfect spot. Knocked
Well,
right off
we
the
did something
board.
good there.
I'm up.
Oh, that's
You
bad.
have to admit, that was impressive.
Okay.
That was a surprise. Hey, I like that piece where it was. I always get nervous when I overcharge my pieces.
That was a bad one.
Not looking good for you, Red.
That was a bad one, guys. Come on, we can do this.
Board's all yours. Looks like you're down to one piece. Time to get serious. I won! Oh, but I'll play you again if you want. Good luck. Your turn. Time to make my move. Ah, off the board it goes. Lucky me, you hit armor. Okay, let's see. One less piece on the board. Board's all yours. I was hoping you wouldn't do that. Oh, only one machine left. My turn. Your turn. Oh, seriously? Looks like you're down to one piece. Feeling daring, are we? My turn. Oh, I won! Probably shouldn't sound so surprised, huh?
But guys, it's just gonna
Don't
take
be
us
a
more
stranger.
time just to play this game, and I mean, it seems a bit hard. I need to like probably practice it and then come back and then do it. Need to know it better. But anyways, let's take a walk outside. Okay, so yeah, so it's great to see outside. See everywhere. Yeah, it's actually good. Okay, so we have our quest to do, the main active one, the main quest, and then we have side quest. But yeah, guys, I will do this in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to drop a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Appreciate the support. Take care and be safe out there, guys. See you in my next video. Yeah, we're not going to be doing that board game again. We're going to be doing a proper quest. Alright.